Tania, does this tell us that the PBOC has really hit the upper limit of where it's comfortable with in terms of the strength in the currency?
Yeah, so this is the second time they've done this year. This is probably the strongest signal we've gotten so far, indicating that they are quite uncomfortable with the yuan's gains. We saw the yuan touch its May 2018 highs earlier this week. What it effectively does is it puts downward pressure on the yuan by forcing banks to hold more dollars. And we saw the move overnight in the offshore yuan. It weakened about 0.5%.
When we were speaking to our guest earlier, he was telling us that it doesn't necessarily move the way that he sees assets, but it's a fundamental message that was important. Tell us about the significance of this move.
Yeah, so what's interesting is that the PBOC has largely been pretty quiet about how they've handled the gains in the CFET's trade-weighted yuan basket. And I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that it's been very much driven by the fundamental moves, especially from its extreme trade surplus, the portfolio inflows that we've seen. So a lot of analysts are actually saying that this move is actually not going to do that much to stem the yuan's appreciation. A lot of us are seeing that also coming into the new year when the Fed starts to hike. And also we've gotten more signs that the PBOC might ease. All of this might just naturally force the yuan to depreciate.
With those dollar inflows and investment inflows, that's not a trend that's expected to stop anytime soon, right? So does that mean this is really just, as you say, probably a temporary respite?
Yes, I mean, the PBOC has many tools that they can use to manage the currency. They can also implement cross-cyclical factors into their daily fixing. This essentially gives them more influence on how lenders essentially give their daily fixing quotes. The other option they could also do is create more options for capital outflows to occur so that there's more downward pressure on the yuan. All of this, we don't quite know what they're going to do next, but we'll be watching for the 9:15 daily fix that's coming up.